Throughout the years, a great influx of international players have elevated the level of competition in the league and paved the way for the NBA to be recognized as the premier basketball organization on the planet. With the league starting to be filled with foreign talents from different parts of the world, the NBA has truly become a household name for competitive hoops. European greats like Drazen Petrovic and Arvydas Sabonis have shown that the game can be played with such finesse and ease instead of relying on pure athleticism. You got the German legend Dirk Nowitzki, who has proven that 7-foot behemoths can shoot and knock down three-pointers, and the likes of the Frenchman Tony Parker and Argentinian Manu Ginobili, who made it possible to win multiple championships in a basketball league located outside of their respective territorial borders. The new breed of overseas blood consists mainly of unicorns, a newly coined term to describe physically gifted, well-rounded, and skillful big men that can play multiple positions. Some examples of these specimens would be the crafty Cameroonian Joel Embiid and the gazelle-esque Greek Giannis Antetokounmpo. But if there's one exception from the bunch of talented foreign giants, then that would be the 20-year-old, 6'7" Slovenian sensation Luka Doncic. Don't let this youth fool you, as he constantly treats fans with clutch performances and continuously putting up MVP type of numbers in just his second season in the league. Luka has the on-court swagger that matches his unique set of skills, packaged with a healthy dose of killer instinct. Simply put, the kid has all of the tools to become the next Michael Jordan of international players. Here are 5 reasons why Luka Doncic will be the undisputed international GOAT. Before we start, I want to welcome you to Hoop Nation, where we cover everything NBA. As we are a young channel, we need your help. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a like and hit that subscribe button. Let's try and get 20 likes and see if we can get up to 50 total subs. Number 5, the baby GOAT. If there was any indication that Luka will turn out to be the basketball prodigy he is now today, the moment of realization came during his childhood. At 7 months old, Luka first touched the basketball and began shooting at age 1 in a miniature hoop in their living room. He started playing organized basketball at age 7 and faced tougher and older competition as well. When asked about his experience playing with 10-year-old kids back then, Luka said, "I was always training and playing with older kids who had much more experience than me. Many of them were bigger and faster than me too, so I had to beat them with my brain." We can see here that Luka's basketball IQ was already starting to develop at this point. He won his first MVP award when he was playing as an 11-year-old in the under-14 team of Union Olympia at the Vas Intesa São Paulo Cup in Budapest. He also led the under-14 basketball team of Real Madrid as a lone player into a second-place finish in Minacopia Indesa, in which he was honored as tournament MVP once again, averaging 13.0 points, 4.0 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and 3.3 steals. Luka's early basketball greatness didn't stop there, as he was able to bag another MVP trophy, playing this time for the under-13 team of Olimpija, where he toyed and dominated the competition by putting up 34.5 points per game, capped off by a 54-point outburst along with 11 rebounds and 10 assists in a title-clinching win against Lazio. By putting up monster performances, Luka got signed to a 5-year contract with the Spanish basketball club, Real Madrid, at the age of 13. On April 30th, 2015, he made his professional debut in Liga ACB, the top-tier Spanish basketball league, at the tender age of 16 years and 61 days. He was the youngest player to suit up for Real Madrid and third youngest player to play in ACB, behind only Angel Rebolo and Spanish point guard Ricky Rubio, who debuted at 14 years and 11 months. In the 2017-2018 season, playing for Real Madrid, Luka took the helm and embraced a leadership role after Sergio Llull suffered a season-ending injury. In this season campaign, he led Real Madrid into the Final Four and eventually winning it all in the EuroLeague Finals. He took the Final Four MVP and season MVP in the process with a stat line of 16 points, 4.3 assists, 4.8 rebounds, and 1.1 steals. Aside from his uncountable MVP awards, he also won other prestigious accolades, such as the EuroLeague Rising Star and ACB Best Young Player awards, All EuroLeague and All ACB First Team selections, and a whole lot more. Without any question, Luka has the most impressive basketball resume before he even played in the NBA. And from the looks of it, the Luka magic is just getting started. Number 4. Not so surprising start. With the success Luka had playing overseas, he became one of the most sought-after prospects outside of the NBA radar. He was originally selected as the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft by the Atlanta Hawks, but eventually got traded to the Dallas Mavericks later that evening to their 5th overall pick, Trae Young. A few moments after the draft, Mavericks head coach Rick Carlisle talked about the team's interest in acquiring the Slovenian phenom. At one point, we thought there might be a slight chance Doncic would fall to us, but a couple of days ago, it was pretty clear that there was no way that was going to happen. He's just too good. We get a guy we think is a franchise foundation piece. Although the Mavericks fell out of playoff contention with a dismal 33-49 record, Doncic was still able to post solid numbers in his rookie season, averaging 21.2 points, grabbing 7.8 rebounds, and dishing out 6 assists per game. A stat line that was good enough for him to bag the Rookie of the Year award. Despite his all-star-like stats, he was not selected to be part of the year's All-Star game, but he finished second in the voting for Western Conference starters behind only LeBron James. The Wonder Boy also managed to break several records in his freshman year. He became the youngest player since 2000-2001 to post over 1,000 points before turning 20, a record previously held by LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Dwight Howard, and Devin Booker. In the February 6th victory against the Charlotte Hornets, Luka made history books as the youngest player to record triple-doubles with 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists, eclipsing the LA legend Magic Johnson in the process. He also became the 5th player in NBA history to average at least 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in his rookie year, joining the company of Oscar Robertson, Tyreke Evans, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan. Number 3. Physical tools. For you to be considered as the greatest of all time, you must possess the right physical tools. What's remarkable about Doncic is that he embodies a chunk of some of the greatest players to ever play the game. He is the type of player that has the court vision of a Magic Johnson and basketball IQ of a LeBron James, the competitive spirit of a Michael Jordan, and the Mamba mentality of a Kobe Bryant when closing games. With a 6'7" and 230-pound frame, Luka proved to be a matchup nightmare to opposing teams. A passing wizard in his own right, Doncic has an eye on the back of his head, dropping dimes with pinpoint accuracy. He can also penetrate inside the lane and create scoring opportunities for his teammates while posing as a scoring threat himself, thanks to his crafty footwork and lethal step-back threes. On the defensive end, he can switch off pick and rolls and guard multiple positions with his wide body, making him a seemingly flawless player in this juncture of his young and promising career. Number 2. Iconic moments. Every great player has great moments. There was the shot by MJ when he knocked off the Cleveland Cavaliers in the '89 playoffs with a buzzer-beating free throw line jump shot that sends Greg Alo spiraling down the floor. Kobe's unbelievable 81-point performance against the Raptors, and the superhuman effort block by LeBron James over Andre Iguodala in the 2016 NBA Finals. Having iconic moments is like putting a stamp or signing a signature in your legacy, and if you want to be the GOAT, you should have plenty of those. As a rookie, Luka was able to manufacture some iconic moments of his own. In a matchup against the Houston Rockets, he single-handedly carried the Mavericks to a 107-104 win by unleashing a personal 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes of the 4th quarter. Luka was able to hit a pair of back-to-back threes, followed by an inside incursion and finally a nasty hesitation dribble, step-back 3 over the lanky Clint Capella to put the nail in the coffin. If that wasn't enough, how about his ridiculous buzzer beater against the Blazers? Down 3 with 0.6 of a second left in the game, Jalen Brunson threw a pass from the baseline, which found a running Doncic along the three-point area in the corner. With no time left, Luka threw a Hail Mary, one-hander, falling out of bounds 3 against an aggressive defense of Mo Harkless. The ball hit nothing but net, and he forced the game into overtime with one of the most outrageous shots in NBA history. Luka doesn't shy away from the limelight, especially when the game is on the line. This is just his way of saying that if you want to be in the GOAT conversation, You should have the guts to take the most crucial basket, regardless if it's a miss or make. Number 1. The Luka Magic. Dirk Nowitzki's final season with the Mavs was not only memorable because he ended his NBA journey in the same place where he started, but also for the reason that the Mavs were able to find their next superstar in Luka Doncic. It was the passing of the torch moment for Dirk, as he handed the keys of the franchise in the hands of the young 19-year-old. When asked regarding Luka's early success, Dirk said that, "I gotta be honest, I thought he would have a tougher transition here in year 2, just because he was so phenomenal last year with all the triple-doubles. I thought people were really going to hone in on him, but he seemed to have gotten even better. I guess I was wrong. Even the experts can be wrong. He's looking fantastic." Former Mavericks point guard and 2-time league MVP Steve Nash also has some strong phrases for the Slovenian wonderkind. "He's phenomenal, just an incredible basketball player, skill, ability, size, feel. He can do so many things on the basketball court and has such a skill set that's so great and versatile. He's an incredibly unique player, historically, already at a young age. As far as his uniqueness and accuracy and ability to make plays off the dribble with his size, we just don't see that, especially at his age." He also received praise from his on-court rivals. Steph Curry shared his experience going up against Luka in one of their season matchups. "You can tell he's just experienced in terms of playing high-level basketball, a guy that's always at his own pace. I'm sure he had heard all the doubters and people talking about his game who really didn't know much about him, but he's made himself known for sure. It's fun to watch in terms of the future of the league." After dropping 42, 12, 11 against the Lakers, LeBron called Luka a bad mofo, earning the respect of the player Luka looked up to as he was growing up. Greatness acknowledges greatness. As the NBA enters a new decade of pace and space, Luka Doncic could not only become the greatest international player of all time, but also prove that he has the potential to become the greatest to ever play the game, period. Hey Hoop Nation, hope you liked that video. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, I'll see you on the court.